I want to read to you, if I could, Jen, some comments from people we've met at gas stations today. One woman saying, "I just never imagined to see the cost of gas be this high." Another said, "It's a huge stressor to my financial situation, a huge stressor. It's kind of like something I've stressed about, like during the day, will I be able to afford gas? How much money do I have?" What is the White House, what is the President's message to Americans who are going to the gas station today and seeing prices so high?
Well, the President's message is that he is going to do everything he can to reduce the impact on the American people, including the price of gas at the tank. What is also true is that because of the actions of President Putin, because he invaded a sovereign country, that created instability in the markets. That is something the President talked about even before Russia and President Putin moved forward with their actions. But we have already taken steps. The President has already taken steps. Historic release from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, one that's done in a coordinated fashion. And clearly we will continue to have conversations with large oil producers and suppliers around the world about how to mitigate the impact and consider domestic options as well.
You said on Friday the administration is looking at options it could take, quote, right now to cut U.S. consumption of Russian energy. When is the decision on that going to be made?
I don't have a prediction of that for you at this point in time, but there is an active discussion.
And I want to go back to one of the three countries that Josh mentioned, Venezuela. There was a U.S. team there this weekend talking to the Maduro regime. Sanctions have been in place since 2019, lack of diplomatic engagement since then because of electoral fraud, because of all the things that that regime has done to the Venezuelan people. And I hear you say we're doing everything we can to bring down the cost of gas, but is it really worth doing business with a despot like Nicolas Maduro to drive down gas prices?
Well, first, I think that's leaping several stages ahead in any process. There was a discussion that was had by members of the administration over the course of the last several days. Those discussions are also ongoing. And part of our focus is also on the health and welfare of detained U.S. citizens. While a separate process, still that is part of our engagement with them. So at this point in time, I don't have anything to predict. It's ongoing. I just don't have anything to convey at this point.
And on Americans who are not, or who are being detained, what's being done about Brittany Griner?
Well, we of course have seen the reports because we do not have a Privacy Act waiver, which I think you are all familiar with. I can't speak to them more specifically. Of course, we obviously do everything we can when there are any reports of Americans who are detained through the State Department and through diplomatic channels. But I would point you to the State Department for more. But given we don't have a Privacy Act waiver, it's unlikely we would say more.
You're not aware of any other Americans like her who've been detained in recent weeks under similar incidents?
Again, I have nothing to report from here, Ed. I would say that the Privacy Act waiver, which is required for us to be able to speak to any instances. But given you asked me about the particular report, I wanted to speak to that. Go ahead.
If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe to our channel so you'll be sure to see similar videos from BlazeTV with the added bonus of signaling YouTube that your voice and opinion still matters. And if you're looking for more great conservative content, check out one of the 2 videos suggested here.